That spooked me out. How fitting. Thank you guys and welcome back to our channel. This is Tara PoAm with my father Marian.
Hey, how are you guys? We're going for the Halloween party in Orlando, Eola.
Lake Eola.
Lake
So it's
Eola,
called
yeah.
Eolaween. It's a family festival, fun Halloween extravaganza. And so we're going to find out what spooks people here in America. Be sure to like, share, subscribe.
What's your costume?
Fancy running into you, Adam Francisco.
What's your costume?
I am a patriotic baddie.
You're in a patriotic baddie?
Shout out to patriotic baddie. So I am dressed up as an American patriot.
Wow.
Captain America, because I love America.
Look at the boots. I didn't know you were wearing pants. I thought you were going pantless.
I know.
You decided to be a little bit more classy in front of your father?
My usual self. It's pretty good matching into my skin tone, so it's not bad.
Madam, I'm happy that you're doing great.
Thank you. I like your hat.
Thank you.
The rare orange Trump Halloween hat.
Nice. My daughter bought me that.
Amazing. I was here for No Kings
Okay.
1.0, and some old liberal woman came up behind me. She grabbed a handful of mulch, threw it at the back of my head,
Oh, terrible.
right in front of that officer, and he acted like he didn't see it happen. And
Wow.
unfortunately, his 360 wasn't on at the time because the voice feature wasn't working. We thought we had it on camera. We unfortunately didn't. But yeah, he's just a useless officer.
Wow.
He acted like, oh, I didn't see anything. I'm like, bro, it happened right in front of your face. And he was just like,
how
sorry.
disappointing from the Orlando PD. And you know, the brazenness of some of these people that they think that they can assault and harm another person because they have hurt feelings based on what? A hat?
How about
what
the
you were
fact
wearing?
that it's a woman who thinks that they could attack a man?
You know what? I think that if you around, you're gonna find out. Baffle bleep.
Yeah, she's
But-
going to faffle one day.
But the thing is, women wanted equality, and if a woman's gonna throw a punch, a man has every right to defend themselves as well.
Well said, based.
Adam, what are you dressed up as?
Yo, I am the MAGA cougar hunter. What do you think? It's a little baggy, but I couldn't try it on in the store. But I'm the MAGA cougar hunter.
What does that mean, cougar hunter?
Cougar is a man who's attracted to older women. So, for example, I'm 42. If I were to date a woman who's like 50, then I'm hunting cougars.
Oh, I see. So
If
you
she's-
like the older women?
No, I don't actually. I like
Oh,
I
yeah.
like my women younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was the age of the
So
younger woman?
Well,
18, 19?
no.
20?
I'm not. That's a little too young. I would date a woman that can go to the bar with me legally.
Okay.
So anyone above 21.
And of course, the woman has to be mature, right?
She has to be mature. She wants a family. She wants to have children, because that's what I'm looking to do soon, is to put my seed inside of a womb
And
and make some babies. Is that a good plan?
yeah, I guess that's a great plan. But
Thank you.
where are you going to find that kind of woman? In America, or
No.
you have to go to another country?
I'd have to probably go to Southeast Asia and find a traditional woman who still has those traditional values. That
like
like.
Philippines or
maybe the Philippines, maybe Vietnam, maybe Thailand, but I think Philippines will probably be where it's at. That's what you did.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, but I didn't go to Philippines.
no, but you still found a Filipino woman.
I found a Filipino.
You can find them in California.
You know, even I'm Polish, okay? If it comes to the marriage, I think the Filipino have more value than Polish women.
See?
Sorry to say that. you
A
know,
Filipino woman is a high value woman.
like, especially the nurses.
That's right. Right here, guys, high value.
I got a question for you, Adam. So, speaking about cougars, I find that now that I'm in my late 30s, a lot of guys in their 20s hit on me. I think more
Okay.
guys in their 20s hit on me in my 30s than 20-something-year-olds hit on me when I was in my 20s.
Really?
Why is that?
Well, first of all, I think you're exceptional for 30. How old are you? 38, 39?
38, going to be 39.
You just went on this epic fitness journey. You look absolutely incredible. You don't look your age. We talk about how good your skin looks all the time. You appear to be in your 20s. So I don't think when a 20-year-old guy's hitting on you, he assumes he's hitting on an older woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think you're a bit of an exception. So that's what's really happening.
Yeah, and I'm very proud to have a daughter like Tara.
that looks healthy,
Right.
you know, very committed, loyal to her partners she
Very
chooses.
kind.
Very kind, big heart.
She tried to achieve
These guys are
something in
excellent
her life,
wingmen.
you
They're
know,
AKA they're saying I'm
something,
single.
something good for America.
She's taken me to the ER twice in my life on life-saving, you know, measures.
She's very patriotic.
Very patriotic. She's a
Yeah.
patriotic baddie.
We should put this on like my dating profile.
There, yes.
The men in my life talking me up.
She's beautiful. She's about an inch taller than the average height. So your kids will have a chance. Your kids will have a chance to be 6 foot tall, right? Well, the guys at least. That's important.
I don't need to wear blush when Adam's around.
That's right.
You know, the costumes that I like a lot are those floaty, like inflatable costumes. I'm actually not seeing as many of them here. They were really popular during the No Kings. Dad, show me your hat.
My Halloween hat. My Halloween hat, yeah.
It also has Trump.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that hat.
Do you like that hat?
Yeah, it's a good one. It's
Okay.
cool. The back end is sick. That's a pumpkin.
How is your Halloween today?
Halloween
you-
is good. It's
Yeah.
really good. With my family, just
A
like
lot of people here in
yeah, a ton. It's a good turnout. It's nice for Orlando.
Can I ask you, is there anything that scares you about what's going on in America now?
There's a lot going on, and it's kind of hard to decipher what's real and what's not.
Yeah,
There's a
the
lot of,
media
like-
puts a lot of fake
Yeah,
news
yeah,
out there.
exactly. I
You gotta
agree.
do a lot of research in order to discover the truth these
That's
days,
the
right?
hard part because you don't know who's. I don't know. I'm not gonna say much, but like I feel it's very difficult to decipher what the truth is from what isn't.
They don't make it easy these days.
Yeah, not at all. And especially with internet going crazy and AI going crazy, so it's just a different time. But I worry more so for my son just because like I'm already a grown man, whereas he's 6, so he has to. What's going on now, his generation is going to be the ones that really have to deal with repercussions, if not sooner. Like we're going to have to deal with it at some point.
So you think the America going the right direction or
Ooh, dude, that's like
hard to predict?
that's like a
right?
double-edged sword. I feel extremely grateful to live in America and be an American. However, I feel like there are things that could be implemented to drastically change the state currently of America. But again, I don't know enough on those topics to say what needs to be done, but I feel like you'd have to be blind to not realize something should be done. You know?
I have a
Correct.
question for you about being a dad in present day. Do you have concerns with social media being so dominant
Yeah.
versus like when we were kids?
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like like my generation was the last. We grew into technology. Like I can recall when before there was any cell phones anywhere, as opposed to now everybody's on their phone all the time. But yeah, it's definitely scary. Like screen time is super, super, super important. Like you can't just allow your child to do whatever they want because it's just not. They need to go outside. Kids, especially boys, in my opinion, need to like. No, I don't know. I have a lot to say on that topic because like a lot of parents will try and diagnose their children when really all they need is to go outside. Like if you keep a boy pent up in the house all day, a video game's only gonna stimulate him long enough to where he's like, all right, I have a lot of energy. And especially the game feeding into the energy, it's like now I'm really amped up. So we go outside every day.
How many children do you have?
I have one.
One?
Yep.
Son or daughter?
Son.
Okay.
I
How
don't-
old is your son?
He's 6.
Oh, okay, so you are good daddies, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's my man. You know?
Do you feel like living here in Florida, do you think Florida is a safer, better environment to grow, to raise kids than maybe some of the other states?
I'm grateful to be in Florida just because I feel like throughout the past couple of years, especially, a lot of crazy stuff has been going on. And Florida's kind of maintained Florida, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. You know what I mean? Like we didn't really like conform too much when a lot of other states were. So that's like that's a huge difference in my opinion. And I'm extremely grateful to be a Floridian. Born in New York. I was born in New York.
nice.
And
A lot
but
of New Yorkers coming here.
but I've lived here. We moved here when I was 7. So
Oh, I moved here when I was 7 also.
yeah, so I always say like I was born in New York but raised in Florida because I picked up stuff in New York, but Florida is like where I was like that's where my roots are. That's where my son was born. You know, Florida is always going to be the best in my opinion. I love New York to visit, but to live, it's just like I need a beach.
Yeah.
I need sun, like more so than not.
More open space. New York is overcrowded.
Yeah.
Going back to the social media, what advice do you have to other parents who try to get their kids off of the iPads and outside more?
I feel like as a parent, it shouldn't be like a try. It should be like, dude, we're going outside. Like, you know, it should be just like a normal. If it's normal in your household to try and like coerce or like convince your child to go outside, that I feel like itself is a problem. Because it's like, when I tell my son, Poppy, we're going outside, he's like, where are we going? You know what I mean? Essentially, the game is for, if he's ready before we're ready, then we just get ready, he's on the game, and then we go do what we're gonna do. But if it's, because that's like an addiction. Like,
yeah.
Just like anything else, like children, especially stemming from that young, that's going to correlate later.
Kids are like born with iPads in their hands these days.
And that's the whole, yeah, it's scary.
Ooh, there's a photo op in this cemetery. Let's go in here. Oh, this is cool. That's a cool cemetery.
Yeah. Very good, nice decoration. Is that a witch hunt? What they've been after our President Trump? Those are witches. Mr. Trump, we found your witches.
What is something that scares you about America right now?
One thing mostly what scares me is the Democrats. You know,
Why are Democrats scary?
well, what the hell they doing to America, it scares me about our future.
Zoran Mamdani's opponents want you to believe he's an inexperienced radical whose policies will make New York City more dangerous. But what do his actual supporters think?
Mamdani isn't crazy.
He's just trying to even the playing field.
You know, give everyone a fair shot. Sure, he said multiple times we need to defund the police, but that was just a metaphor.
And yes, he did say crime is a social construct, but that was also a metaphor.
His main backer, the Democratic Socialists' ideas are common sense, such as
Decriminalizing misdemeanors, like shoplifting.
third-degree assault,
Trespassing.
prostitution,
And drunk driving.
With plans to decriminalize all drugs, Mamdani will be a job creator for drug dealers.
Instead of helping us homeless get off the streets and into the mental health facilities we need, he wants to give us safe injection sites to do crack and let us sleep in subway carts.
These are actual policies Mamdani and the DSA want to implement on day one.
When a woman's being domestically abused, she finally won't have to deal with some pesky cop to arrest the abuser, but now a social worker to help, kumbaya the situation.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Mamdani is finally lowering jail sentences.
Guilty!
But Mamdani says you're free to go. Who cares if legalizing prostitution statistically leads to an increase for sex trafficking of women and young girls by 70%?
You can't have safety without equality.
For unlawful abiding citizens like us, globalize the intifada.
I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal.
I'm a criminal.
Yep. I'm a criminal.
For Zoran.
For Zoran Mamdani.
I didn't have a real job until I was 30, but sure, give me the keys to the city. What's the worst that can happen?
Not my future, my children's future, okay? Because I'm already at an age where I have to depart to the other world. But when I'm gonna be up there, I wanna look at America as a great country. And I believe that President Trump gonna make really America great, okay? So the whole idea is keep the Democrats out. I am a Democrat, but not the way the Democrats representing the democracy.
Hear that, Democrats? End the shutdown. So you're a Florida native?
I am.
And we went to the same high school, Seminole High School. So you were telling me something about the swans in the Eola house?
Yeah, we do the roundup once every year in November. They round up all the swans here. We bring kayaks in and we form a line and we push them over to this side of the lake. And the vets are here. They clip their wings. If they've been born here on the lake this year and they don't have a band to ID, they get an ID band. They get a name. They get a vet checkup, they get their wings clipped, and then they set them back into the lake again.
I love the swans here in Lake Eola. It's definitely one of the highlights, and we have the swan boat rides and everything. I got a question for you.
Okay.
What scares you about America?
The average American just being so ignorant about things. This whole, like right now, the whole thing about this ballroom on the White House. Why is everybody so concerned with how somebody else is spending their money? It's not costing us anything. But then they want to rant and rave that they're destroying something. It's not like they're tearing down statues that have historical value. I guarantee you, if there was anything of a historical value inside the East Wing, it was saved and it'll be placed somewhere else. Although all that stuff gets rotated out in the White House anyway. So yeah, just the ignorance of people that want to say something just to stir up trouble.
Well, were you able to go to the No Kings protest last week?
I did not, but I have been. I went to another one here in Orlando, the first one.
What are your thoughts about the No Kings protest?
Again, those are all the ignorant people. When you ask them anything, a lot of times you ask them a question and they either get just volatile about it because they realize that you're not on their side, or they don't have an answer, or the answer that they have is so far-fetched that it's ridiculous.
So do you think that Trump doing a good job for America?
Absolutely.
Would you vote him if he could run again for the presidency?
I would, but I think we're gonna. I think we're gonna have some good candidates next time around because that's part of our constitution. I'm a constitutionalist too. Constitution says that he can only hold the office for 2 terms. But that's another problem. That's another thing that scares me about America. Term limits. If we do it for the president, we need to do it for everybody else that's been in Congress for 800 years. Well, 800 is an exaggeration, but I mean, you look at some of these people, they're almost 90 years old and they've been serving for 50 years. It's time to go. It's time to let some fresh young blood come in there with younger ideas, maybe not better. But you're never going to know until you give somebody else a chance.
Who do you think's been in Congress too long? Pelosi?
I don't know. It's too many of them. I think anybody that's been in past 2 terms has been in too long. I believe that familiarity just breeds. It lets them think that they can continue to do things, and I think that all of them get exposed to something, and they start to go on a power trip, and they think that they can do things, and if they're allowed to do it for 40 years, I mean, and some of them are in there for 40 years and don't ever do anything. But
I see you have a 360 camera. That is one of my favorite cameras. What do you film?
Like today, we had our trunk or treat at church, and I knew that I was going to come out here to do this, so I just shoot stuff around. Nothing in particular. I don't have a channel like you do.
Dad, any questions?
What channel do you have?
I watch Adam.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will. I'll subscribe to yours after today.
Thank you. We found Waldo. Trump was right about everything. So I take it you're a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Hallelujah.
Is there anything that scares you about what's going on in America today?
God's with us.
God is with us, absolutely. Isn't it great that we live in Florida versus like some of the
Yes.
other states?
Yes. God's in control.
So you were just telling me that you were a Democrat before and then you had a red pill moment. What was your red pill moment?
Well, I'm telling you, the red pill moment was a Pulse nightclub shooting.
Yeah.
And people need to understand what happened there. So, I mean, it's crazy.
Exactly.
And the only one who could say radical Islamic terrorist, that was President Trump.
Yeah, he calls it as it is.
That was my moment. It's like, damn, who shot these friends of mine?
I'm sorry.
Right? I know, it's crazy. So.
After the attack, Donald Trump tweeted, quote, "Is President Obama going to finally mention the words radical Islamic terrorism? If he doesn't, he should immediately resign in disgrace."
But this is the problem that a lot of people have with your words. The ban that you're calling for, these people were already here, and they worry that your words just inflame a situation and get people who weren't even thinking about doing these kind of acts, turning them against us. Do you worry about inflaming an already very dicey, sensitive situation? Do you worry about that?
Well, did you see what happened yesterday? They're worried about my words.
Yes.
Look at the people that were killed yesterday, and this is just the beginning. Okay, this is going to get worse and worse. I see yesterday where they announced on ISIS radio. Can you believe they have a radio station? They actually have a radio station that we haven't taken out. And by the way, those are the things that inflame, because on the internet, the use of the internet, they use the internet better than we do.
Yeah, but
they use the internet, they create radio stations. How are they allowed to have these things? And those are the things that inflame. And we better get smart to it, because believe me, all I want is safety. I want safety for this country. What happened yesterday will happen many times over with a president like Obama that doesn't even want to use the term radical Islamic terrorism. He doesn't want to use the term.
Right.
Yes.
About everything.
So you want to talk a little bit about President Trump? Most of the people in America love him. That's why he is the president.
Yes. Look.
Make America great again.
Right.
I love it.
Where
are you from?
And he's got...
I'm Polish.
Oh, you're Polish, of course. Of course, Poland is so free.
Did you see the back? With the Halloween, with the pumpkin? Is that great?
Number one food for you is the tacos, right?
Adam, is that because Mexicans are monoliths and they like the one type of food?
We only eat tacos. That's it.
So you were telling me you got into a debate with somebody. And what did they say to you?
They were shocked that I was a Trump supporter. They said, "Isn't that an oxymoron?" And I would say, "So do you think Mexicans all vote one way?" Because that's a little racist to say that
I was about to say.
my skin color dictates my political ideology. And the other girl with her said that her family was legal immigrants. And I think that she was on my side. I think their friends are split.
You're born in Mexico, right? Do I understand? Now, your feeling is also like you are more towards Mexico or United States?
No, United States. Yeah, I don't have any...
Because you've been raised in the United States.
Correct.
Yeah. But what do you think about, the relationship between Mexico and United States? Is there a room for improvement or what's your idea?
Mexico's got to take care of the problems they have in their country. They got to take care of the gangs and the drugs, and they have to protect our border from their side as well. And if they do that, then we can improve relations very easily.
Isn't it interesting you're seeing now protests also in Mexico about like Honduran and other Latino?
That's been going on for years, though. They never talk about it, though. But Mexico has a southern border as well that people are sneaking up. And the Mexicans that live there, they protest it all the time.
No, señor, estoy en un acontecimiento natural.
Hay centros de detención en los Estados Unidos que son parecidos a campos de centro.
¡Váyase a la verga! ¡Váyase a la verga! No se vale que digas eso.
No. Que la paz esté contigo, amigo. Que la paz esté contigo. Bendiciones en tu camino.
¡No los queremos! Pero es una marcha
It's okay when they do it, but not okay when we do it? Come on.
Do you think that Mexico needs a president like El Salvador has the president?
Yeah, we need strong leadership there, not a socialist.
So there is still a way to improve the life in Mexico, rid of it of the cartels and all those drug lords. And is that possible that
I don't know. It's very difficult because Mexico is so corrupt and they control so much of the government. So it's going to be very difficult.
I know Mexico is corrupt, but El Salvador was probably more corrupt than even Mexico.
They need a conservative president to be tough on crime. That's what they need.
Thank you very much for being with us. Enjoyed the company of my daughter and Adam. We didn't see him for a while. I did really enjoy to be in Orlando downtown.
Like, share, subscribe also to Adam's channel.
That's right.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Polish American Brotherhood, joined here by Adam Francisco. Like, share, subscribe.
See.
Subscribe.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.